Mafia, are you ready?
He said, "Are you ready?"
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Welcome, everybody, to Brotherly Love Wrestling presents The Essential. This is our series where we're going to go over, well, as many wrestlers as we can, fly all over the place in the greatest hits of said wrestler, no matter who it is, where they're from, whether it's ECW, WCW, WWE, AEW, all over the place, even the indies. We might even bring on guests and have their essential matches. We're going to go 5 matches. Me and Joe are going to go back and forth. Today, I get 2, Joe gets 3, and our topic today.
Wait. I think they should guess before we say it. So we'll give them 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now you can go. I think if they got it wrong, they're.
Well, and not only that, I put the promo out and.
Oh, so we didn't need to do that?
No, we didn't need to do that. No. So if you've seen online or can tell by our shirts, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can see down below it says who the topic is.
Oh,
yeah, which is why we didn't need to do that in the first place.
No.
It is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and also, as you may notice if you're watching, you don't have to adjust your phones, your laptops, your computers. We are in black and white because the Essential albums were always in black and white. It was the stripped down best version of those songs, and that's exactly what we're going to do here with these matches from the Heartbreak Kid. So, do you want to go first?
I guess I should go first.
Probably. You have 3.
I do have 3. I have 3 on Larry's all-time favorite, and he only gets 2. So this should make things interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm all over the place. Literally all over the place with this one.
But you can be with Michaels. It's going to be all over the place.
Because I was originally thinking like everything he had, but it was like his second showing. Like
there were still some pretty amazing matches in his first.
I know, and then I was like, but there had to. And then I went through the list. I was like, all right, some of them aren't as good, but some of them shouldn't be left off the list.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough because we only get 5.
Yes,
and I know that what I might pick, you might not even have on there. I might do.
It's very possible.
I might do disservice to the Heartbreak Kid. All right. And there's always those essential albums. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna kill. It's my show. I'll kill as much time as possible. The essential albums, they always had those 1 or 2 songs. You're like, how the hell did this make the list?
It's true.
There's always those like.
I hope I have one of those on this list because there's one I have on here. I think as a Shawn Michaels fan, I look at it differently than probably the regular wrestling fan.
Because my first one is really weird. And a lot of it, I mean, I think for this, the buildup has to have something to do with it. So maybe in this imaginary world, in this existed, they would show the promo package before to lead up to it.
The story before has to be.
If there was a story.
If there was, yes.
It could have just been a great match. But my first one, and it's probably going to be weird, is Angle and Shawn Michaels.
Okay. Well,
the match was fucking incredible.
I don't think it's weird. You're talking about
no, but it is when you now because at the end of this, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't tell Larry this, but surprise to him, we're gonna go over what we left out.
Okay,
and what didn't make the cut, and then
I'm kind of glad.
Kind of shake our heads at each other.
I'm kind of glad with that. All
or
right,
have a strong argument for why it shouldn't have replaced one of mine.
Okay. But I like that there's a bunch of matches I was back and forth over. Angle Michaels was definitely one of them.
But the fucking build-up to it kind of swung me because I loved it so much. Like
the sexy Kurt.
The payoff was phenomenal, but the build-up was just as good.
I agree.
the whole Angle letting out his when Angle lets out his goofy side, it's one of my favorite things because he was the purest of pure wrestler when he came in, and he just won a gold neck with
a golden freaking medal.
You know what I meant.
Anyway, he just won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
And then when he first put on the small hat and started to sing
Jimmy Crackcorn.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. And then
that whole sexy Kurt with Sherry.
It's up there as far as moments and funny, amazing moments when it comes to looking back. That moment is hilarious. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah. And then the match itself was incredible.
Yes. Yeah. I like that one. I really do. And like I said, that's one of the ones I fought over in my head.
So now I only have 2 more left. And that eliminates the one that you're about to say. Yeah. So I might be screwed even more.
And now the ones I have on my list, I really, really got to narrow down. Because now this bothers me now. Like going into it, I'm like, oh, this is great.
Because I took a spot.
Yeah, of course. And a spot's taken. So I got to make sure
that
there's something on the list that I think should absolutely be there.
Yeah.
Which is why I like this format. I like going opposite.
Okay.
Especially having only 2 with my favorite wrestler. All right. So if I got to do 2, I'm going to put this one, the obscure one that I think
you're going to go obscure after my obscure?
I am, yes, because I want this one to be on there so badly.
We're going to leave off.
We're going to leave off with shit. We know
at least
to piss everybody off. We know we're
at least one that I'm thinking of. So I might have to put it in. Although I have 2.
Look, yeah, you have the benefit of being able to rectify this list after me.
Okay.
So
I have the last one, don't I?
You do, exactly. So I'm going to go with Shawn Michaels, Mankind at Mind Games in your house.
That's not it was one of just for for what it was.
Yes.
It was incredible.
It was. The storytelling, the trying to build Shawn Michaels, because he's always been that pretty boy baby face. This kind of gave him that edge. It kind of gave him the right to be able to fight The Undertaker and make it believable because he went through a guy like Mankind. He got that toughness. And I think it was a really good character build.
Yeah, he was a bitch up until then.
Exactly. Yeah, he was the pretty boy that, he got beat up outside a bar and he lost his smile and all that shit. But Mankind brought it out of him.
One thing I always hated, the whole fucking
lost your smile thing.
I hated that.
I, as a fan, I don't even like it. But no, Mind Games for me is such an important.
I was already
part.
A Brett fan, and then Brett would never lose a smile. They would never brag that he lost.
That's because Brett never smiled.
Exactly. You don't smile, you don't have to lose it. He was the excellence of execution for a reason.
Okay, so we got Kurt and Shawn.
We got Angle and Shawn Michaels and Mankind and Shawn Michaels.
Mind Games.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Yeah. So now we get number 3.
The pressure's on.
I know it is.
But I have one that I absolutely couldn't leave out. I can't.
Okay.
Because it
I have a feeling I know what it's going to be. But go ahead.
Oh man, now I want you to guess.
I have one of 2 guesses. I think the first one that came to mind as soon as you said it was Brett and him in WrestleMania 12.
No.
Then all right. Well, I don't want to keep guessing because I'm going to take down the list. But go ahead. So who is it then?
It's Shawn Razor ladder match.
WrestleMania 10.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Great. Yeah, that's
like
very good one.
That's like the beginning of the disc. Like that's like your first. You're like maybe not your biggest radio hit, but it was like your first hit.
Yes.
That was like his first.
When I made my top 5 list before I realized it was 3 and 2, that was number 1. It was Razor Shawn at WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, that one. That's like that's the first song on the CD. For those of you listening, a CD is a compact disc that you used to put inside of a boombox. I'll describe to you a boombox later.
Or a Discman.
Which is a small boombox that you put headphones on. It's like an MP3 player. but with CDs.
But holding the actual CD, the physical.
But don't take it on the school bus because every time they hit a bump, the thing would skip.
No matter how much the skip resistant it was.
I bought the coolest skip resistant, what I thought was the coolest. It was all rubber, like around this is shock absorbent. Like you can't drop it. Like, the commercial said I could drop it and it'd be fine. I tested that thing out as soon as I got it. God damn it, was I pissed off as soon as I got it. Because I'm pretty sure I broke or at least damaged the CD when I dropped it. Now, I didn't throw it. For those of you thinking, I didn't throw it. I did drop it.
All right. So,
but that is
up there.
I think that starts off the whole. That would start off the album.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, to be the first track for sure. So we got Razor Michaels at WrestleMania 10. We have Angle Michaels, WrestleMania. Shit. 22. That's why I was thinking 22, 23. Where's Kyle at when we fucking need him?
We need that. Just I didn't know you were gonna pull that out, or I might have maybe dived in a little deeper.
And then of course Michael's Mankind at Mind Games in your house. So now you talk about pressure being on. This is my last pick.
This is your last.
I only get one. And I'm hoping now. I have three I'm looking at that I really want on there, and I have to pick out one.
All right, so I have,
and you have one left as well.
Yeah, but I got three so I'm hoping you hit at
one
least
of them.
One of them.
Okay. I can't not put this on the list, and I'm gonna do WrestleMania 12, Bret versus Shawn Iron Man match.
That's a smart move. The boy, especially since that was the first ever, and the boyhood dream.
Yeah. Yes. That cannot not be on there.
That might be his best. That might be.
Yeah, it might be. It might be.
Fuck!
You forgot one, didn't you?
Yo, I can't leave it off.
You have to do it. You can't.
Oh,
whatever you were thinking, you have to put it on. You have to skip it.
No. No, there's more. No, how do I make this choice? Oh no.
The genuine surprise is Joe realizing what he just did.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, one of them he loses.
Yeah.
No, two of them.
Yeah.
Actually, fuck, he might lose them all.
And you know what? Before we let you keep thinking, one thing about Shawn Michaels that you can't say that he never put anybody over and he always buried people. Shawn Michaels is one of the worst records when it comes to WrestleMania and big matches. He lost a lot.
He was
being
he was like that next step though. He was that once you beat Michaels, now you're on the path. Because there wasn't a lot of people that beat him, and some of those people didn't take that path, like Sid.
Maybe the first
Diesel.
run, but the second run, he was going against guys they weren't excelling to the rest of their career. I mean, with the exception of Jericho, who's fucking ageless. But I mean, Angle was towards the end of his run. Jericho again, Hogan.
Well,
I mean,
the young up and comer Hulk Hogan.
That's what I'm saying. But he put, Cena over. He kept putting Cena is probably the only one that fits that description of
that was a really good
the next step. Yeah, but see, that's the thing is that people can talk shit about Michaels and hate certain things he did. That's one thing he never did. He always put people over, regardless of the Attitude Era Shawn Michaels wanting to bury people in the back as they want to report whatever. But all in all, in his career, he lost a lot. He does not have a great record. He's still one of the greatest, though.
Shit, there's like legitimately four that could.
You have to pick the last one.
I know. I have to pick the last one. Fuck. No, there's two like substantial losses.
Yes. Yeah. And you have to
pick one of the two. Oh man. But this is like my preference. Like I prefer the one, but I know for a fact the other one was better.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
In my head, what I'm getting from Joe is he prefers 26, but 25 is better.
No.
Really? Other way around?
No, those aren't even the one.
Really?
No, 26 is one of them.
Okay.
But the other one was earlier on. He loses.
Huh.
It's still Mania.
Not his match to Austin.
Yeah.
You really? I wouldn't even think of that because I
prefer that one because I liked the fucking outside shit. Like it's not a good match, but
and that's why
I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was more entertaining at the time. Like if I were to watch that at the time, or I would watch him and Taker at the time, like yeah, it's a great match when I was older, but that shit was awesome when I was a kid.
I mean,
I hold on to that more than I hold on to the nostalgia more than the.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I just feel and 25 I believe is better than 26. As great as 26 is, I feel like WrestleMania 25 Taker Shawn was, near perfection as you can get.
Yeah,
26 was
it was tough to beat what you already did, but I mean they came close,
very close. But I look at Shawn Michaels in that Austin match, and I don't get me wrong. The guy is good in the ring no matter what, but with the back aches and stuff like that, I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't as
one
it
of
wasn't
those.
Crisp.
Yeah,
well, it wasn't him and Brett.
Yeah,
but those are pretty much like the Taker ones because I mean everyone else that he faced, like besides, he had a really good match with Cena.
Yeah,
I think that was on Raw.
Yes. So
that if there was,
do we have a decision?
Yeah, because now I think it's going to be 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 25 ends the top 5.
I think it has to.
I think
although the retirement is bigger, his last match ever, but then he came back and wrestled with Triple H in Saudi
and ruined it.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely.
So yeah, I guess you got to kind of take it for what it is. Like the retirement at the time, that was huge.
Yes,
but the match was better at 25.
Okay. So we're going to end with 25.
I think it's a solid list.
I think it is.
I think it's exactly what it should have been. Now there's an argument against Angle, but although there was there was the Michaels Jericho at Mania.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was another one I was fighting with.
Shit, that was the one I thought of earlier, and I was like, oh man, and then all of a sudden I thought of like 3 more. I'm like, shit. And that one kind of fell in the back burner, but that was awesome.
Yes. So let's go over the list, and then we'll see what we left out.
Does he have any really good ones with Edge?
No, not with Edge.
I didn't think so.
No,
he could have, and probably should have.
Yes. Absolutely. But just at the time, he kind of didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Well, he had something with Edge when it was rated RKO.
Mm-hmm.
They did do that, but
we got to do a tag team one.
We do. And we have plenty of time to do that's another one where it's going to be a lot of fun to do and hard, just like this. So
we're going to have to do some homework too, because there's some like because I was automatically thinking the Steiners.
Yes, actually, when you said that was the first team that came to mind,
and a lot of their good stuff's from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to do some homework.
Yes,
and really dive.
Not that we're saying the Steiners are next, but
no. I want to get it. We got to find someone whose favorite tag team is the Steiners, so that way
get
we
them
can
on.
do it. Yeah.
Okay, so for the list, we have Angle and Michaels Mania loosely 22.
Hold on, loosely. It's only 22.
Michaels, Mankind, Mind Games in Your House.
Yep.
Razor, Michaels, WrestleMania 10.
Yep.
Michaels and Brett, WrestleMania 12.
Yep.
And then Michaels and Taker, WrestleMania 25.
I mean, he is Mr. WrestleMania for a reason.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He should have gotten a better title. He could have been Captain WrestleMania by the end of it.
Captain, I like Mr. WrestleMania. I don't know if there's many prefixes that are better than Mr. WrestleMania.
General
WrestleMania. It's a little wordy. Not too long.
Major
WrestleMania. So what else did you leave off?
Well, I told you,
we have
Michaels and Austin.
Okay.
Well, you have 26 that I left off. I mean, Cena was definitely up there. I kept circling back to it because I didn't think it was going to make it, but I didn't know.
It was on my list. I had Cena HBK UK Raw in 2007.
Yeah.
And that was that like hour-long match.
God, wait till we get. I kind of want to do Cena next. I think that would be hard.
Cena? Absolutely, it would be hard
because he's wrestled the best of all of the best of the best.
The next, however many weeks we do this,
I think
we pull top guy after top guy, and it's going to be harder and harder and harder every time.
I know for one person, one match is unanimous, and it's probably like that for a couple people. But I know Savage's unanimous match.
Yes. Yeah, Steamboat.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
I already know that.
And that's why I think like the WrestleMania 12, I think is unanimous for most people with Shawn.
If you wouldn't have picked it, if you would have went, you would have made my pick for last that much easier had you said Mania 25.
Okay.
Had you said Mania 25, I wouldn't have even thought twice about Mania 12.
Okay.
Because that was
you know what other one?
It was that one in the ladder match that were my definite. And I already knew I had a good feeling because this is how it could have played out. I could have left Angle off and went with my two Shores,
and
Angle would have probably got left out because you might have had picked something that
well
because Mind Games should be on there. And if you didn't pick Mind Games, I probably would have
would have thought about it. Okay.
And I probably would have because I like that, although that would have been tough. That would have been a tough decision. That would have been a tough last one for me.
I think this is the best part about this series and what we're going to be doing going forward is because of the sheer difficulty that is picking. And
you only get five matches.
And not only that, with us, you're only getting 3, I'm only getting 2, and then next time I'm getting 3, you're getting 2. And
that's going to be so hard.
It's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to do by yourself with 5. And then splitting
and then you
them,
forget. So you got to hope that other person picks up the slack on the ones you forget.
Exactly. Now, the one I wish we could have got in is Triple H, HBK in SummerSlam. That's the one
on there too.
I wanted as well. But I'm glad Taker 25.
You like all the serious stuff. See, I love the fucking Kurt Angle thing.
Yeah, the drama got me with Shawn Michaels because he was such a good. I mean, selling in the ring and everything, he could get beat up, and he made it look so good and feel his pain almost all the time. That I liked a lot of the serious, good drama, good matches. But so
that's why I'm glad I got 3.
Yeah, they were all good picks. It's hard to argue any of them, to be honest.
All right, so we'll announce this show who next show is.
Okay,
Cena.
Do we want to do Cena?
Absolutely.
So we want to cancel out who we had, and we'll hold him for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do John Cena.
All right. So we're gonna do Big Match John next week.
Yep.
And I get 3.
Yep.
Oh, man. Now I can
I can
put Shawn Michaels on there if I really wanted to.
You could. You really could. And he's not. And they're not. It's more moments for him.
Yes.
Because the matches aren't like.
It's less. It's completely opposite of what Shawn Michaels is because it's what the match quality. Where the matches are going to be good.
This is the spectacle.
Exactly. I'm already racking them up in my head.
Yeah.
I'm already building them up. Like, okay, I know
because you know who he's faced.
Exactly.
He's got a long list.
I know. So
and some of them are current that were really good.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's
is
the
that
fun part.
This is gonna be
I'm
really,
thinking
really
I thought
hard.
as soon as I said it, I thought one right off the bat.
Yeah. I have the same. I have at least 3.
Ching, Big Match John.
Yes, for the win. So we hope you enjoyed. Yes, this is going to be a short show.
If we left any matches that you thought out, please let us know.
Also, another part of that, if there's someone that you definitely would love for us to do, if you want a certain superstar, obscure, the more obscure, the better, to be honest. We would love to do stuff like that. 5
best matches of the Repo Man.
Well, look, we'll find it. If we have to, we'll find it.
God, that could be, I don't even, could we find, I was trying to navigate Peacock the other day.
Oh,
it's so fucking hard. Like, I couldn't fucking find what I wanted. I was like, I don't even know how to use this.
Peacock is not good. It's really not. But, I mean, either is the WWE product for the most part. So,
yeah, but I was going to watch old shit. I couldn't find it.
I know. I'm not a big fan of Peacock. I only watch it because kind of have to watch some of the old stuff. But yeah, if you have someone you would like us to do an essential episode on, let us know. we would love it. We will definitely take anybody and everybody who you want to throw at us. Like I said, we're going to try and do ECW, go back to WCW.
Any wrestler.
We'll ever. And like we said, will be working on getting somebody on here from the independents. And maybe we pick a wrestler and do their favorite wrestler and what they think their essential matches are. So
and have a real good argument because we had that third person because then I think then we would each get 2.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. So look out for the upcoming episodes of the Essential series by Brotherly Love Wrestling. We hope you enjoyed it. These will be micro episodes. These aren't going to be very long.